All right, y'all, the 50-year mortgage. Let's talk about it. Man, I've been seeing all over my page about people talking about how much of a scam and how you have to be a complete idiot to do a 50-year mortgage. There's one person who actually said that anybody telling you to do that are full of shit, 100% full of shit. So we're going to put some numbers to that and see if that's the case. Now, first of all, even a 30-year mortgage, and nobody pays off 30-year mortgage. Of course, people do pay off a 30-year mortgage. I'm saying the majority of people move or die or pay it off early. Way more, in a 90 percentile more, that happens than somebody just stays in one spot and pays off the mortgage in 30 years. It's very rare, but it happens. So don't come in my comments talking about your great granny and this, that, and the other. Of course, it does happen, but it doesn't happen often. So that's number one. Number two, man, it's about the money. It's about the cash flow. This is what's gonna change people. Now, look, say for instance, you want to move somewhere and you don't want to be there 30 years, 40 years, maybe 5 to 10 years. So let's take a scenario where a person bought a house for $400,000 with a 6% interest rate, and he financed it or she financed it at a 30-year versus a 50-year. So we're going to look at the numbers. And so what I'm going to do is, with the difference, we're going to invest. We're just going to invest the difference into the stock market in an average S&P, doing the normal, what it normally does over a 10-year period. We're going to put that in there and we're going to see which is better. So we plugged in the information. We have $400,000 and we got a 30-year term with 6% interest rate, and the payment is $23.9820. And the 50-year term is $21.0562. So that's roughly a $300 difference. As you can see, after 10 years, he's only paid off about $17,000 off the mortgage. That's not a lot of money at all. However, that $300 that he invested into the stock market over a 10-year period would have grown to $75,955, almost $76,000. On a 30-year mortgage, after 10 years, look how much money he's invested. He would have paid off $66,000 off the mortgage. So that $66,000 worth of equity sounds good, but what about when you compare the other one with the $17,000 that he had, plus the $75,000? That's $93,000. So that $93,000 in equity that he would have, plus whatever the equity in the house, the value of the house that increased over a 10-year period, that's what they will have. Whereas the other scenario, they will have $66,000 in equity in the payments that he's paid off, plus the value of the house extra added. So you tell me which one is better, because this other person will have a significant more money available after 10 years doing it that way. So these numbers, a lot of people are numbers blind and they're not going to be able to see it. They just went and saw the $1 million that you'll end up paying for a $400,000 house over 30 years. But that's something nobody's doing. Nobody's buying a 50-year loan. Nobody's getting a 50-year mortgage and can't wait to pay it off. Most people not doing that. They're not going to be there. And that's just what it is. So what you want to do is play the numbers game. And the numbers game is telling you to do the 50-year plus that difference invested in something else. So now you will have that money saved up in liquid or easier to get to, versus it being into your house and you got to go through to sell it and all this other stuff to try to get rid of it, and you just can't get to your money that quick. So I don't know. It might not be such a bad idea, this 50-year loan. Now, it's a bad idea if you want to pay it off in 50 years. Yeah. Then that not a wise decision. But to take it and use that extra money to invest, clearly the numbers don't lie.